Hello, Saitlanders. How are you? We hope that you're well. It's now a few days since the 16th of June, and it is the right time to tell you that everything has passed off peacefully, as you've no doubt noticed. Although our country remains in an extremely fragile state. I want to forewarn you, especially those of you who were perhaps unhappy with the warning that we gave about June the 16th, that it is possibly not going to be the last time. It is possibly not going to be the last time that we do not raise our alert level or threat level to red. It is possibly not going to be the last time that we do not say to people, flee. It is possibly not going to be the last time that we say to people, we wish to share with you the same advice, or to share with you the opportunity to take advantage of the advice that we may have received. I'll give you one brief example. Prior to us doing that video, we received a call from somebody known to us, known and trusted. It wasn't hysterical or neurotic or paranoid. It was cool, calm, and collected. He phoned out of the blue. He's not a binnekring Suidlander. He's not an active Suidlander, but very well known to us. And he is one of the last few remaining white heads of departments in state-owned enterprises in South Africa. And he said, look, I don't know what to think. I don't know what's going to happen. But I have been advised to bring in all of my equipment for the certain state-owned enterprise or the one department of it. And to ensure that it is safe, because there may be unrest next week. This is a state-owned enterprise. This is the state safely securing its assets against the threat of, let's say, chaos. We held another conversation with a man who is senior in his field, in a private industry, privately owned, a company. And he, also cool, calm, and collected, said that something strange had happened where they'd been advised that they may not be able to function, to produce. It's an enormous company. He is a senior employee of an enormous company. They may not be able to produce around about June the 16th. And those are merely two examples of the sort of advice or information or intelligence that we received, which wasn't enough for us to raise our threat to red, but was certainly enough for we in the HQ to make our own little moves. I, for instance, didn't tell my children to panic, but I drove 800 kilometers to be nearer to them. Not to be hysterical or neurotic, not to go to phase red, not to call people to flee, but indeed to take wise, prudent precautions. And that is what we believed in our consciences we had an obligation to share with you. To share with you the opportunity to take advantage of the very same information which led to Kuni Maria and Colonel Wynand du Toit and myself and Eric Bornman and others to be more alert, to be more vigilant, to be in a better position should something occur. So I warn you once more, ladies and gentlemen, in spite of those people who may have disagreed, who may have felt that they knew better than us, as there is always somebody, I'm just going to shift this camera, as there is always somebody who knows better, much, 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 much better. In spite of that, it may not be the last time. And I'll tell you very briefly about three reactions of, or four reactions of leaders in South Africa. Two phoned me the night that the video was released, and four altogether, but talking now about two in particular. And they said to me, "What is it?" And I said, "Well, we've heard this and we've heard that, and we're not sure, but we ourselves, I, Simon Roche," and this information has gone back quite some time, we're not going to panic. We're not going to hold a vigil, not sleep all night long on June the 16th or on June the 15th. But when you've heard enough, you've heard enough. And both of those leaders, from rival organizations to Saitlanders, rivals, and in fact we've had a fallout with the one recently, said to me, "We understand. Don't you worry about a thing. We're on your page. If this does transpire, as you suspected it might, possibly, could be, perhaps, you will find us in the field. We will go into the same mode as you." And then there was the note that was sent out by the field marshal of one of the other organizations. And that field marshal, Veldmaarschalk, said in Afrikaans, "We're not crying wolf, wolf, like other organizations," referring to Saitlanders. But if you've seen the note that he said, he then proceeded to give all of the same advice as we had given, except for one thing. So, I hope that you understand a little bit better. I hope that you're safe and that you're well. And there's so many other things to talk about now that it seems that things are a little bit settled, that I think we'll see you very, very soon. Have an excellent day. Thank you. Bye-bye.